I faked being mute and opened a tiny bakery. Next thing I know, a billionaire CEO named Julian is offering me 50 grand a month as his live-in private baker. It all started with me handing his runaway little brother some heat and serve bun. That starving kid swore it was the best thing he'd ever eaten. After 8 years in retail, I was so sick of talking. That is why I played the mute card. Julian took my panicked waving as a yes. Before I could even blink, I was taken to their mansion right before my cover was blown. I bolted back to my hometown. But who knew the billionaire would actually track me down, begging me to come back? One day, I took pity on a grubby little boy and gave him a piece of bread. The next day, he came back with a man. That guy slapped 10 grand right on my counter as a thank you.
Julian, it was the best thing I've ever eaten. We have to take her home to bake for us.
Julian demanded.
You're coming to work for us. 50 grand a month, room and board covered.
I desperately wanted that money, but there was no way I could go. My pastries were literally from Costco. I didn't even know how to turn on an oven. Last time I tried cooking, I somehow grew a biohazard and sent my poor grandpa straight to the ear. I waved my hands in panic. No way.
I'll take that as a yes. Let's go.
Before I could even process anything, I was shoved into a luxury Lincoln. Minutes later, we were pulling up to a mega mansion.
Your only job is baking. Paycheck hits your account on the 1st.
Right then, a lady glided downstairs.
Ugh, what is that smell? Who's the random girl you dragged in here?
Mom, chill. I hired her to bake for Theo. She fed him when he took off.
I bowed, my stomach tied in knots. Is she gonna give me a hard time? The lady's eyes widened in outrage.
Excuse me? Are you saying my cooking drove my own son away?
Right on cue, the waterworks started.
I see how it is. I do everything for you guys and I get treated like trash? I can't take this anymore! My own family hates me!
Mom, nobody said that. Please, just stop.
For God's sake, act like a Ravenscrofts. Stop making a scene. Theo ran off because you suffocated him.
An older man suddenly stepped out of nowhere.
Dad, come on, don't make it worse.
Mrs. Ravenscrofts snapped out of it right away. She scrambled up and dusted off her dress.
It's your fault! You forced him into back-to-back tutoring, all those equestrian lessons, and golf. No wonder he bolted!
Mr. Ravenscroft's face turned ice cold. He pried her fingers off his shirt.
Oh, please. He ran because you force-fed him garbage. Even a starving dog wouldn't touch that disaster. This is all your fault.
I stood there, shocked. Holy crap, is this really how billionaires roll?
Just another day in the life. Get used to it.
All right, guess that's their unique family dynamic. They were seconds away from tearing each other apart when Mrs. Ravenscrofts suddenly turned to me.
Wait. There's a stranger in the house. Keep it in the family. Kick her out.
Relax. She's mute. She literally can't say a word.
Mrs. Ravenscroft's eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. Her vibe switched from psycho to sweet. I let out a massive sigh of relief.
She can't talk? Fabulous! Finally, someone who won't talk trash behind my back. Fire the kitchen staff, the chef, and the maids. Keep her. She's the only one staying.
My jaw hit the floor. Were they trying to work me to death?
Mom, don't be ridiculous. The house is massive. She can't do all that alone.
Fine, hire outside help. Make her the house manager. Give her some minions to boss around. But the others have to leave when they're done. Only she stays inside the house. I know you're excited, honey. It's settled. You manage the cleaning crew, and you just cook.
I get to boss people around? I just have to cook. All for that much money? Mr. Ravenscrofts scoffed.
Your mother is right. This keeps our family drama totally offline. We can fight all we want behind closed doors. No more outsiders laughing at us.
Excuse me? Who's fighting? You're the one starting drama.
Charlotte, you sold your house for pennies on the dollar? Are you insane? You poured your entire life savings into that place, obsessing over every detail, from the renovations to the furniture. What the hell happened?
My best friend's words bombarded my earpiece. I gave a faint smile.
I'm just done making the wrong choice.
Damien and I had been doing long distance for a year. Our video calls dwindled to almost nothing. He claimed he was busy, that his new VP promotion took up all his time. Yet The moment Chloe got a fever, he'd drive straight to the airport and catch a 3 a.m. flight just to see her. I was completely over it. My friend prepared to say another harsh question. But Damien's call cut in.
Charlotte, what time do you land tomorrow? I'll pick you up.
I rejected him.
No need, Mr. VP. You're busy. Don't waste your time. Oh, and hire a caregiver for your mother. I won't be taking care of her anymore.
He tried to say something else, but I hung up. I was no longer that pathetic girl who stayed up until 2 a.m., just waiting for his good night. My flight landed in Chicago the next day. And there he was at arrivals, Damien, the man I hadn't seen in a year. He stepped forward and smoothly took my luggage.
Tired?
I kept my eyes on my phone, replying to work emails.
I'm fine.
How was San Francisco? You barely talked to me about your life this past year.
I finally looked up at him.
I'll be giving Harrison a full report on this year's projects. I'll CC you on the email. No need to ask.
Are we strictly business now? I'm asking because I care about you, Charlotte.
Then there's even less to talk about.
I cut him off, head bowed as I typed a reply. After all, whenever I tried to talk to him about marriage, our life, or our future, he would just give me that cold stare and say,
Charlotte, I'm busy. Can you grow up? Even Chloe, that intern, works harder than you do.
Damien clearly hated my attitude, but he forced a change of subject.
I got a call from the realtor yesterday. You sold our house?
My fingers paused over the screen.
I don't know. The realtor probably dialed the wrong number.
We reached the parking garage. I pulled open the passenger door of Damien's black SUV, and there was Chloe, sitting right in the passenger seat, eating a slice of cake and scrolling through TikTok.
Charlotte! Damien said he was coming to get you, so I tagged along. We just finished a client meeting this afternoon.
I looked at the cake crumbs scattered across the leather seat. I couldn't help but think, the man who never let me eat in his car was suddenly making exceptions. I gave Chloe a quick once-over, a Tiffany necklace, a Louis Vuitton bag, Valentino heels, way out of budget for an intern making $18 an hour. My gaze briefly shifted to Damien, only to catch that doting look on his face. Seeing my silence, Chloe immediately gathered her things. She wiped the seat clean and shot Damien a playful wink.
I know. Shotgun is girlfriend-only territory. Here, Charlotte, take the seat. I only sat here earlier because I felt bad treating Damien like an Uber driver.
Damien let out a soft chuckle. His entire expression softened. Once in the car, I flipped open my laptop and started reviewing files.
That busy?
I just muttered in and left it at that.
Don't get the wrong idea. Chloe just heard you were flying in. She's always looked up to you, so we swung by together.
I know. You don't need to explain.
Damien's grip tightened on the steering wheel.
By the way, you're signing the contract with Mr. Thompson tomorrow, right? Take Chloe with you.
I couldn't help but laugh. A Gen Z kid like Chloe, who claims she's going to disrupt the workplace, negotiating a contract, she'd only blow the whole deal. And when she did, both she and Damien would get fired. I'd be more than happy to watch that happen. We arrived at the golf course. Before I could even say a word, Chloe jumped the gun and rushed forward.
Mr. Thompson, hi! I'm Chloe, an intern at Grove Group. It's so great to meet you.
Mr. Thompson gave a dismissive nod. Then he turned to me with a warm smile.
Charlotte, up for a round?
I took the golf club.
Absolutely. I've got all day.
Chloe's face completely froze. She bit her lip, looking at Damien with puppy dog eyes.
It's okay. I've got you.
I turned around just in time to catch the whole exchange. After settling Chloe down, Damien jogged over to me. He sounded pissed.
You went too far.
I didn't even know what he meant. He shot me an impatient glare.
You brought Chloe here on purpose just to humiliate her, didn't you? She's just an intern. Are you really that petty?
I let out a dry scoff.
Sorry to disappoint you, but neither of you are that important to me.
30 minutes later, the contract details were practically finalized. My phone blew up with texts from my best friend Violet. I frowned and clicked on the link. It was Chloe's latest social media post, a photo of a golf club and Damien's back. The caption read, "Him and my dreams." I stared at it for 2 seconds. Then I closed the app without a second thought.
Stop getting mad over people who aren't worth it.
I just never thought the perfect Stanford couple would end up like this.
For the first time, my walls cracked a little. My love story with Damien used to be famous at Stanford. He was the legend of the computer science department. I was the stunning valedictorian of the business school. We used to argue until we were red in the face during class debates. No one believed romance could ever spark between us. But to everyone's shock, Damien actually asked me on a date in front of the whole school. Then Chloe showed up, and time
Or words.
Let's meet and talk.
Before this, I thought he would be at least 50 years old, but a sharp, well-suited guy showed up.
You look so young. You don't even look 40.
33.
I froze.
Oh,
I hurriedly took a sip of my coffee,
you must have had your daughter really early then.
his fingertip resting on the rim of his cup.
Actually, I'm not her biological father.
Stepfather?
He looked down to take a sip of water.
Something like that.
I nodded.
No wonder you're so young.
He took a deep breath, glanced at me, and put his business card on the table.
I'm Kyan. Let's get straight to the point.
He pulled his hand back.
The affair between Rain and your husband, tell me everything.
I gripped my cup tighter.
All right.
My husband, Ethan, runs a dance center. Rain was his student and had been taking his classes for over a year. I have no idea exactly when they got together. 3 months ago, I went to look for him and caught them kissing in the classrooms. My heart completely stopped in that moment. I longed to step forward and push that door open, but pride and reason bore down on me so heavily that I could barely breathe, rooted to the spot. Even though my vision blurred, my mind remained calm. I memorized the girl's face and looked through the student records. Then I found her name, Rain. The premium classes cost $50,000 a session, and she had signed up for 32 sessions. That was a total of $160,000.
That's quite a lot for a girl at her age.
Kian listened to me, no emotion showing at all.
I remember she once asked me for $200,000.
So, I started tailing her. I needed evidence to leave my husband with nothing in the divorce. But surprise, Rain drove $1 million car and lived in a luxury mansion.
To be honest, I was shocked. She's too rich to hook up with my husband.
Kian's lips thinned into a tight line.
Mind if I ask about your husband's financial situation?
I answered him openly.
He has a PhD in dance. A few years ago, he quit teaching to start his own business. His annual income just reached $1 million.
$1 million?
Kian seemed incredulous at the answer. He let out a faint smirk as he scanned me, asking,
So, he must be really good looking then.
I showed him a photo of Ethan on my phone.
Actually, he's average. Not even as good looking as you.
He looked up at me, his eyes narrowing slightly, his tone turned subtle and dangerous.
You think I'm better looking than your husband?
I froze. Is that what I meant?
No, I mean, we're just normal, not like you and your daughter. You both are born pretty.
He stared at me for a moment, then suddenly snatched my phone, tapping against the screen.
He does look normal. You don't.
My heart skipped a beat. I gripped my phone tightly and pulled my hand back.
Mr. Hale, I came to ask you to keep your daughter in line.
Of course I will.
He nodded and looked into my eyes, his tone calm.
But I don't understand. You really believe this will win your husband back?
His words struck my heart.
Of course not.
I tucked Kian's business card away, stood up, took a deep breath, and looked down at him.
He betrayed me, and I'll make sure he pays for it.
Kian remained seated, tilting his head back to look up at me, amused.
What's your name?
I slowly reached my hand to him.
Clara.
I turned and left the cafe. When I got back home, Rain was there.
You're home, Clara.
Ethan was in the kitchen cooking. When he heard it, he rushed out to explain.
She's my student, Rain.
He pulled me into the kitchen and whispered.
Her family is loaded. You know, I've been